As we age, our bodies go through countless changes, and some of them can sneak up on us without warning. Have you noticed that your legs feel weaker lately? Maybe climbing the stairs takes more effort, or simply standing for a while makes your legs feel heavy and tired. You might even find yourself struggling to keep your balance, or feeling soreness that wasn't there before. If so, you're not alone. But what if I told you that 2 vitamins often praised for their health benefits might actually be doing more harm than good to your leg strength after 60 peso? Yes, that's right. While most of us reach for supplements to stay healthy, some of them could be quietly draining your muscle power and leaving your legs feeling weaker than ever. In today's video, we're going to uncover the surprising truth about these 2 common vitamins. We'll explore how they can impact your muscles, why they could be causing leg fatigue, and most importantly, how to protect your leg strength as you age. So grab a comfortable seat and stay with me till the end, because what you're about to discover might completely change the way you look at those seemingly innocent vitamin bottles in your cabinet. Let's dive in. Imagine waking up one morning and noticing that your legs feel unusually heavy. Maybe they're a bit sore, or you find it harder to get up from a chair, or perhaps climbing the stairs has become a more daunting task than it used to be. What if the vitamins you thought were helping you stay strong and healthy are actually contributing to this growing weakness? Yes, it sounds unbelievable. But the truth is that some vitamins, despite their well-known benefits, can have unexpected and negative effects on your leg muscles, especially after 60. You see, as we age, our bodies process nutrients differently. What might have been perfectly fine to consume in our 30s or 40s can become a hidden hazard in our senior years. Now think about those vitamins you're taking daily. You probably picked them up with the best intentions to boost your health, maintain strong bones, or support your immune system. But did you know that 2 common vitamins could be quietly sapping the strength from your legs? These vitamins are often recommended to seniors, yet in excess, they can create a perfect storm for muscle weakness, joint discomfort, and even balance issues. But it doesn't end there. It's not just about popping a pill and hoping for the best. The foods we eat, the supplements we take, and the habits we maintain all work together, either to keep our legs strong or to slowly erode that strength over time. In this section, we're going to shine a light on how these 2 specific vitamins, ones that you might already be taking, could be contributing to your leg weakness. We'll also explore how seemingly harmless dietary choices can compound these effects, turning what should be a simple walk across the room into a challenging feat. Stay with me, because what you learn here could be the key to reclaiming the strength and stability in your legs and living the active, independent life you deserve. Let's take a closer look. Picture this. It's a cozy afternoon, and you decide to indulge in a slice of cake or a sweet pastry with your tea. It's a simple pleasure, a little treat to brighten your day. But what if that innocent dessert is doing more harm to your legs than you realize? After 60, the body becomes more sensitive to sugar, and that once innocent slice of pie can turn into a hidden enemy. You see, when we consume too much sugar, it triggers inflammatory responses throughout the body. And where does that inflammation hit the hardest? Your muscles and joints. Over time, excess sugar can lead to chronic inflammation, causing your legs to feel heavier, stiffer, and more prone to discomfort. You might notice a nagging soreness that lingers even after resting, or a feeling of weakness that make it harder to stand or walk for long periods. But it doesn't stop there. Sugar doesn't just spark inflammation, it also affects your muscle energy. Think of your muscles as engines that run on fuel. When you consume sugary foods, your blood sugar levels spike, giving you a quick burst of energy. But just as quickly, those levels plummet, leaving your muscles drained and fatigued. This roller coaster effect can leave you feeling sluggish and unsteady, making every step feel like more of an effort. And here's something many people don't realize. Sugar can also impair blood circulation. When your blood vessels are inflamed and overloaded with glucose, It becomes harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your leg muscles. Poor circulation means your muscles aren't getting the support they need to stay strong and active. Instead, they grow weaker, more prone to cramping, and less capable of bearing your weight. But perhaps the most dangerous aspect of sugary treats is the weight gain they can bring. Every extra pound you carry puts additional stress on your legs, increasing the pressure on your joints and muscles. This added burden can turn everyday tasks like climbing stairs or getting up from a chair into daunting challenges. So what's the takeaway? It doesn't mean you have to give up sweets entirely. Instead, it's about making smarter choices. Instead of reaching for that processed cookie or slice of cake, consider enjoying a piece of fruit sprinkled with cinnamon or a handful of dark chocolate with a high cocoa content. These options are not only more nutritious, but also kinder to your muscles and joints. Remember, your legs work hard to carry you through life. Treat them with care by choosing foods that nourish rather than weaken them, because every step you take should feel strong and steady, not weighed down by sugar's silent sabotage. Imagine the aroma of crispy golden fries or a basket of hot, crunchy chicken wings. It's a tempting scent, one that brings back memories of family gatherings, comfort food, and indulgent meals. But after 60, those fried foods can take a heavy toll on your leg strength, and the impact is more serious than you might think. Fried foods are packed with trans fats and saturated fats, the very types of fats that wreak havoc on your circulation. When you consume fried foods, these unhealthy fats travel through your bloodstream, causing your arteries to stiffen and narrow. This restricts blood flow, and when your legs don't receive enough oxygen and nutrients, the muscles start to feel tired, heavy, and weak. Have you ever noticed that after eating a heavy, greasy meal, your legs feel more sluggish and less capable of supporting you? That's not a coincidence. Those trans fats don't just sit in your bloodstream. They also contribute to inflammation throughout the body. And when inflammation takes hold in your legs, it leads to stiffness, discomfort, and a feeling of tightness that can make even short walks feel exhausting. But it doesn't stop there. Fried foods also contribute to weight gain, and with every extra pound, the pressure on your leg muscles and joints increases. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. That's essentially what your legs feel when you're carrying extra weight. This added strain can worsen muscle fatigue, making it harder to stay active and mobile. And let's not forget about the long-term damage. When your blood vessels are clogged with unhealthy fats, it's harder for nutrients and oxygen to reach your leg muscles. Over time, this lack of proper nourishment weakens the muscle fibers, causing them to lose mass and strength. This is particularly dangerous for seniors who are already at risk of muscle loss due to aging. So what can you do? The good news is that you don't have to give up on your favorite foods entirely. You can still enjoy the crunch and satisfaction of fried foods, but with a healthier twist. Opt for oven-baked alternatives. Instead of frying, try baking your favorite foods. You can still get that crispy texture without the unhealthy fats. Use heart-healthy oils. If you do decide to fry, choose oils like olive oil or avocado oil, which contain healthier fats that are less likely to clog your arteries. Add anti-inflammatory spices. Season your foods with turmeric, garlic, or ginger. These spices can help combat inflammation and protect your muscles. Pair fried foods with fresh veggies. Balance out the meal by adding a side of nutrient-dense vegetables to offset some of the negative effects. Remember, it's not just about what you eat, but how you prepare it. By making small changes in how you cook and choosing healthier options, you can still enjoy the flavors you while keeping your legs strong, steady, and ready to support you every step of the way. Imagine sitting down to a warm, toasty slice of white bread, maybe with a little butter or jam. It's soft, comforting, and reminds you of simpler times. But what if that familiar slice is quietly robbing your legs of their strength? White bread may seem harmless, but it's made from refined flour that's been stripped of its natural fiber, vitamins, and minerals. What's left is a quick digesting carb that turns to sugar almost as soon as it hits your bloodstream. And what happens next? Your blood sugar spikes, giving you a quick burst of energy, but just as quickly it crashes, leaving your muscles feeling weak, tired, and drained. You might feel unsteady on your feet, or notice that climbing stairs feels more exhausting than usual. But that's not all. White bread is also lacking in the nutrients your leg muscles need to stay strong and resilient. Without enough fiber and protein, your muscles don't get the fuel they need to recover and repair. Over time, this can lead to muscle loss, and when your leg muscles weaken, every step becomes a struggle. And let's talk about weight gain. White bread is a calorie-dense food that offers little nutritional value. When you eat it regularly, those extra calories can start to add up, putting more strain on your legs and joints. And with every additional pound, your muscles have to work that much harder to keep you moving. So what can you do to keep your legs strong while still enjoying a slice of bread? Here are some simple leg-friendly swaps. Choose whole grain bread. Unlike white bread, whole grain bread is packed with fiber, which helps stabilize blood sugar and keeps your muscles energized longer. Go for sprouted grains. Sprouted grain. Breads are easier to digest and contain more protein and nutrients that support muscle health. Add protein and healthy fats. Instead of slathering on sugary jam, top your bread with almond butter or avocado for a nutrient boost. Make your own bread. Baking breads at home lets you control the ingredients, your whole grain flour seeds, and nuts to pack in more nutrients. Be mindful of portions. If you love white bread, you don't have to give it up completely. Just keep the portion small and balance it with a source of protein or a serving of vegetables. Remember, it's not about saying goodbye to bread forever. It's about choosing options that nourish your muscles, keep your blood sugar steady, and help you stay strong on your feet. Because every step you take should feel light, confident, and full of life, not heavy and wobbly from empty calories. And with just a few simple changes, you can keep enjoying those warm, toasty slices while protecting your leg strength for years to come. It's the end of a long day, and maybe you're settling down with a glass of wine or a cold beer. A little something to relax and unwind. It's a comforting ritual, a way to ease into the evening. But what if that simple drink is quietly stealing the strength from your legs? As we get older, our bodies don't process alcohol the way they used to. What once felt harmless can now hit harder, especially in your muscles. You might not realize it, but alcohol can have a surprising impact on your legs, and not in a good way. First, let's talk about dehydration. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning it pulls water from your body. And when your muscles don't get enough water, they feel stiff, sore, and more prone to cramping. That tight, heavy feeling in your legs after a night of drinking. That's dehydration talking. But it's not just about losing water. Alcohol also disrupts the absorption of key nutrients like calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D nutrients that your muscles and bones need to stay strong. Without enough of these nutrients, your leg muscles can become weaker, more fatigued, and less capable of supporting you. And then, there's the circulation issue. Alcohol can cause blood vessels to expand and then constrict, making it harder for blood to flow properly to your legs. Poor circulation can leave your muscles feeling tired and achy, like they're carrying extra weight. Over time, this lack of proper blood flow can lead to muscle weakness, increasing your risk of falls and injuries. And let's not forget about weight gain. Alcohol is packed with empty calories. No vitamins, no minerals, just sugar and alcohol. Those extra calories can add up, putting more pressure on your legs and joints. And every additional pound means your leg muscles have to work harder just to keep you moving. So what can you do to protect your legs while still enjoying a drink now and then? Here are some simple, leg-friendly tips. Stay hydrated. For every glass of alcohol, drink a glass of water. This helps prevent dehydration and keeps your muscles from feeling stiff and achy. Choose light drinks. Opt for lower alcohol beverages like spritzers or wine diluted with sparkling water. This reduces the overall alcohol content and is easier on your body. Eat before you drink. Have a small, nutrient-dense snack like almonds or a boiled egg before drinking. This helps slow down alcohol absorption and stabilizes your blood sugar. Limit sugary cocktails. Sugary mixers can spike your blood sugar, leaving you feeling tired and shaky. Stick to simple drinks with fresh lemon or lime instead. Take days off. Give your body time to recover by having alcohol-free days each week. Your muscles will thank you. Remember, it's not about giving up alcohol completely. It's about being mindful of how it affects your body, especially your legs, because every step you take should feel strong, steady, and full of life, not heavy and wobbly from too much alcohol. And with a few simple adjustments, you can enjoy that glass of wine without sacrificing your strength or mobility. Cheers to healthy legs and a balanced life. Imagine waking up to the scent of sizzling bacon or sitting down to a sandwich piled high with deli meats. It's tasty, convenient, and packed with flavor. But what if that savory bite is quietly draining the strength from your legs? Processed meats like bacon, ham, sausages, and hot dogs might seem harmless, but beneath that smoky, salty flavor lies a mix of ingredients that can do serious harm to your muscles and joints, especially as you get older. First, let's talk about sodium. These meats are loaded with salt to preserve them and enhance their taste. But too much sodium causes your body to retain water, leading to swelling and that heavy, bloated feeling in your legs. You might notice your ankles feel puffy, or that your legs feel tired and achy after a salty meal. That's your body struggling to manage all that extra fluid. But the real danger goes deeper. Sodium also raises blood pressure, which restricts blood flow to your leg muscles. When your muscles don't get enough oxygen and nutrients, they become weak, fatigued, and less capable of supporting you. Over time, this poor circulation can turn a simple walk across the room into a tiring chore. And then there are the preservatives. Processed meats are packed with nitrates and nitrites, chemicals that keep the meat looking fresh but can inflame your muscles and joints. This inflammation can cause stiffness, soreness, and that dragging feeling in your legs, making every step feel like more of an effort. But that's not all. Processed meats are also high in saturated fats, the kind that clog your arteries and restrict blood flow. When blood can't move freely through your legs, your muscles are starved of the oxygen they need to stay strong and resilient. Instead, they become weak, more prone to cramping, and slower to recover after physical activity. And let's not forget the impact on your weight. Processed meats are calorie-dense but nutrient-poor. Eating them regularly can lead to weight gain, putting extra pressure on your legs and joints. Every additional pound means your muscles have to work harder just to keep you moving, and that constant strain can wear them down over time. So what can you do to protect your legs while still enjoying flavorful meals? Here are some simple, leg-friendly swaps. Choose fresh, lean proteins. Opt for grilled chicken, turkey, or fish instead of processed meats. These options are lower in sodium and provide high-quality protein to keep your muscles strong. Go for plant-based alternatives. Lentils, beans, and tofu are excellent sources of protein without the harmful preservatives and fats. Make your own sausages. If you love sausage, try making a homemade version using lean ground turkey or chicken with herbs and spices. No chemicals, no excess salt. Add anti-inflammatory foods. Pair your meals with leafy greens, sweet potatoes, or berries to help counteract inflammation and support muscle recovery. Limit portions. If you do choose processed meats, keep the portion small and balance it with a side of fresh vegetables to reduce the sodium load. Remember, it's not about giving up your favorite foods completely. It's about making choices that keep your legs strong and steady, because every step you take should feel confident and powerful, not heavy and weighed down by hidden salts and chemicals. With just a few small changes, you can keep enjoying delicious meals while protecting your leg strength and mobility for years to come. Let's keep moving forward, one strong, steady step at a time. It's late. You're tired, and you just want something quick and easy to eat. You reach for a packet of instant noodles, a simple budget-friendly meal that's ready in minutes. But what if that convenient bowl of noodles is quietly eroding the strength of your legs? Instant noodles might seem harmless, but beneath that savory, comforting taste lies a recipe for leg weakness, especially for those over 60. Let's break down why. First, let's talk about sodium. A single serving of instant noodles can contain more than half of your recommended daily sodium intake. That's a massive amount of salt in just one meal. And when your body is overloaded with sodium, it holds onto excess fluid. This fluid buildup can lead to swollen, heavy legs, making it harder to walk, stand, or even get up from a chair. But the problem doesn't end with salt. Instant noodles are primarily made from refined flour, stripped of essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Instead of fueling your body with steady, lasting energy, these refined carbs break down into sugar quickly, causing blood sugar spikes, followed by rapid drops. And when your blood sugar crashes, your muscles, especially those in your legs, feel weak, shaky, and drained of energy. Now, let's look at the preservatives and additives, those little seasoning packets. They're loaded with monosodium glutamate, MSG artificial flavors, chemical preservatives. MSG can interfere with neurotransmitters, potentially leading to muscle cramps, tingling, and weakness. Meanwhile, preservatives like TBHQ and artificial colors can promote inflammation, causing your leg muscles to feel stiff, sore, and less capable of carrying you through the day. And then there's the issue of protein. Instant noodles offer very little in terms of muscle-building nutrients. Without sufficient protein, your muscles don't have what they need to repair, rebuild, and stay strong. Over time, regular consumption of instant noodles can contribute to muscle loss, making it even harder to attain your leg strength and mobility. But perhaps the most alarming consequence of instant noodles is how they affect circulation. The combination of sodium, trans fats, and preservatives can clog your arteries and restrict blood flow. When blood circulation is compromised, your leg muscles don't receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong and functional. This can leave your legs feeling tired, heavy, and more susceptible to cramps and stiffness. So what can you do to protect your legs without giving up on quick and easy meals? Here are some healthier alternatives. Choose whole grain noodles. Opt for soba noodles, quinoa pasta, or whole wheat noodles. They provide more fiber, keeping your blood sugar stable and your muscles energized. Make your own broth. Skip the seasoning packet and make a quick, nutrient-rich broth using low-sodium chicken or vegetable stock. Add fresh herbs, garlic, and a splash of lemon for flavor without the chemicals. Add protein. Toss in a boiled egg, tofu, shredded chicken, or chickpeas to boost the protein content. This helps support muscle recovery and strength. Include vegetables. Add spinach, bok choy mushrooms, or carrots to your noodles. These veggies provide essential vitamins and minerals that help keep your legs strong and stable. Limit sodium. If you must use the seasoning packet, use only half or less. Better yet, make your own seasoning with a pinch of turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. Remember, the convenience of instant noodles doesn't have to come at the cost of your leg strength. By making small, smart swaps and adding nutrient-dense ingredients, you can enjoy a quick meal that supports your muscles, stabilizes your blood sugar, and keeps your legs feeling strong and capable, no matter your age. Picture this. You're celebrating a birthday, a holiday, or simply treating yourself to a sweet snack with a slice of that deliciously frosted cake. It's soft, sweet, and oh so satisfying. But what if that innocent slice of cake is quietly chipping away at the strength of your legs, one bite at a time? Industrial cakes. Those mass-produced, pre-packaged treats might look tempting, but beneath the sugary exterior lies a cocktail of harmful ingredients that can take a serious toll on your leg muscles, especially after 60 pasona. Let's start with the sugar content. These cakes are packed with refined sugar, which not only spikes your blood sugar, but also triggers inflammation throughout the body. When blood sugar levels rise and fall rapidly, your muscles feel the impact. You might notice that your legs feel weaker, more tired, and less stable after indulging in a sugary treat. But the trouble doesn't end there. Excessive sugar consumption also increases insulin resistance. When your cells can't properly absorb glucose, your muscles are deprived of the energy they need to stay strong and functional. Over time, this energy imbalance can lead to muscle weakness, cramping, and even a loss of muscle mass, particularly in the legs, which bear the brunt of your body weight. Now let's talk about the fats. Industrial cakes are loaded with trans fats and hydrogenated oils, both of which clog arteries and restrict blood flow. When blood circulation is compromised, your leg muscles don't receive enough oxygen and nutrients. This poor circulation can leave your legs feeling heavy, swollen, and sore, making everyday tasks like walking, standing, or climbing stairs feel like a struggle. And then there are the preservative stabilizers and artificial additives. Industrial cakes often contain chemicals designed to keep them looking fresh and soft for months, but these additives can disrupt the body's natural balance, promoting inflammation and impairing muscle recovery. Imagine your muscles trying to repair themselves after a walk or workout, only to be hit with a barrage of chemicals that hinder their healing process. But perhaps the most alarming aspect of industrial cakes is their nutrient deficiency. Despite being packed with calories, these cakes provide little to no beneficial nutrients. They're essentially empty calories, all sugar, fat, and preservatives, with hardly any fiber, protein, or essential vitamins. Without the proper nutrients, your muscles can't maintain their strength, leading to gradual muscle loss and an increased risk of falls and injuries. So what can you do to protect your legs while still enjoying a sweet treat? Here are some healthier, leg-friendly alternatives. Choose homemade cakes. Swap store-bought cakes for homemade versions made with whole grain flour, natural sweeteners like honey or maple syrup, and heart-healthy oils like olive or coconut oil. Add protein-rich ingredients. Incorporate eggs, Greek yogurt, or almond flour to boost the protein content, supporting muscle repair and strength. Include anti-inflammatory spices. Add cinnamon, turmeric, or ginger to your batter. Not only do these spices add flavor, but they also help combat inflammation. Use natural sweeteners instead of refined sugar. Use mashed bananas, dates, or unsweetened applesauce to sweeten your cakes. These provide vitamins and minerals, along with a touch of sweetness. Limit serving size. If you do indulge in a store-bought cake, keep the portion small and pair it with a kind of protein or healthy fat, like a handful of nuts or a spoonful of nut butter. This helps stabilize blood sugar levels and prevents energy crashes. Remember, it's not about depriving yourself of life's sweet pleasures. It's about making smarter choices that nourish your body rather than draining its strength. Because every step you take should feel steady and confident, not wobbly and weak. And with a few simple swaps, you can enjoy your cake and keep your legs strong too. Imagine reaching into the fridge for a quick snack. Maybe a slice of processed cheese, a cheese spread or hot sauce, or a stick of string cheese. It's convenient, tasty, and easy to eat. But what if that seemingly innocent cheese is quietly eroding the strength of your legs? Ultra-processed cheeses may look and taste like the real thing, but they're far from it. Packed with additives, sodium, and unhealthy fats, these cheese products can be a silent enemy to your leg muscles, especially after the age of 60. Let's start with the sodium content. Ultra-processed cheeses are loaded with salt to extend their shelf life and enhance flavor. But too much sodium can wreak havoc on your body, leading to water retention and swelling, especially in the legs. If you've ever felt your legs feeling heavy, puffy, or achy after eating processed cheese, that's likely due to excess fluid building up in your tissues. But the damage doesn't stop there. Sodium also raises blood pressure, which can restrict blood flow to your leg muscles. When circulation is compromised, your muscles don't receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong and functional. Over time, this can lead to muscle weakness, cramping, and a feeling of heaviness in your legs. Now let's talk about the unhealthy fats. Unlike natural cheeses, ultra-processed varieties are often made with hydrogenated oils and trans fats. These fats clog your arteries, impair blood circulation, and promote inflammation. And when inflammation sets in, it often targets the joints and muscles, causing stiffness, discomfort, and reduced mobility in your legs. And then there are the additives. Ultra-processed cheeses are packed with preservatives, artificial colors, and flavor enhancers. These chemicals can disrupt your body's natural processes, triggering inflammation and oxidative stress. For seniors whose muscles are already more vulnerable to wear and tear, these additives can further weaken the legs and make everyday activities feel more exhausting. But perhaps the most concerning aspect of ultra-processed cheeses is their lack of real nutrients. While natural cheeses are rich in high-quality protein, calcium, and essential vitamins, processed cheeses often contain little to none of these benefits. Instead, they're filled with empty calories that do nothing to support muscle strength or bone health. Over time, this nutrient void can accelerate muscle loss and leave your legs feeling weak and unsteady. So what can you do to protect your legs while still enjoying cheese? Here are some simple but powerful swaps. Opt for natural whole cheeses. Choose real unprocessed cheeses like feta, ricotta, cottage cheese, or Swiss. These varieties are less likely to contain artificial additives and are higher in muscle-supporting nutrients. Go for low-sodium options. If you love cheese, look for low-sodium versions. This helps reduce fluid retention and prevents that heavy, swollen feeling in the legs. Pair cheese with nutrient-rich foods. Balance your cheese snack with a serving of whole grain crackers, fresh fruit, or a handful of almonds. This adds fiber and healthy fats to support muscle function. Incorporate anti-inflammatory ingredients. Sprinkle some turmeric or black pepper over your cheese, combat inflammation, and support circulation. Choose protein-rich cheese. Opt for cottage cheese or Greek yogurt. Cheese, both of which are packed with high-quality protein to maintain muscle mass. Remember, it's not about cutting out cheese completely. It's about choosing the right kind of cheese. Real whole cheeses can be a valuable source of muscle-building protein and bone-strengthening calcium. But those ultra-processed slices and spreads, they might taste good in the moment, but in the long run, they're no friend to your legs. So next time you reach for that slice of cheese, ask yourself, is this nourishing my muscles, or is it weighing me down? Because every step you take should feel strong, steady, and full of life. Not heavy, achy, and weak. And with the right choices, you can keep your legs moving with confidence. Ice cream on a hot afternoon. There's nothing quite like the creamy, sweet comfort of a bowl of ice cream. It's a simple pleasure, a little indulgence that brings back memories of childhood or warm summer days. But what if that innocent scoop is quietly undermining the strength of your legs? Ice cream is packed with refined sugars and saturated fats, a combination that can do more harm than good, especially as we age. When you eat ice cream, those sugars rapidly spike your blood sugar levels, giving you a quick burst of energy. But as quickly as it rises, it crashes, leaving your muscles feeling drained, tired, and less capable of supporting you. But it's not just about sugar. The saturated fats in ice cream can clog your arteries, restricting blood flow to your legs. When circulation slows down, your leg muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong and functional. That heavy, achy feeling in your legs after a rich dessert. It's your body struggling to pump blood through vessels that are coated in fat. And then there's the inflammation factor. The combination of sugar and unhealthy fats triggers chronic inflammation, particularly in your muscles and joints. Over time, this can lead to stiffness, discomfort, and a sense of heaviness in your legs, making every step feel more difficult than it should. What's worse, Most industrial ice creams are filled with artificial additives, colors, emulsifiers, preservatives that your body doesn't recognize. These chemicals can further irritate your muscles, causing cramps and soreness that linger long after the last spoonful. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up on that cool, creamy treat entirely. Instead, make a few simple swaps that are kinder to your body. Opt for homemade frozen yogurt. Blend Greek yogurt with fresh berries for a protein-rich treat that nourishes your muscles. Try banana nice. Cream freeze ripe bananas. Then blend until creamy. Add a dash of cinnamon or cocoa for flavor. Go for dark chocolate. Dipped fruit, freeze banana slices or strawberries, and dip them in dark chocolate. You'll get the sweet taste without the sugar overload. Remember, every bite you take can either fuel your body or weigh it down. By choosing lighter, nutrient-rich options, you can still enjoy that sweet, cooling sensation without sacrificing the strength and vitality of your legs. Because every step you take should feel light, steady, and full of life, not heavy and tired. Mick chocolates. A piece of creamy milk chocolate can feel like a warm hug. Sweet, comforting, and oh so satisfying. It's a small pleasure, a simple treat that brings a moment of joy. But what if that little square of chocolate is quietly stealing the strength from your legs? Milk chocolate is more than just sugar and cocoa. It's packed with unhealthy fats and refined sugars that can wreak havoc on your body, especially after 60 pieces. When you eat milk chocolate, your blood sugar spikes rapidly, giving you a quick burst of energy. But soon after, it crashes, leaving your muscles feeling weak, shaky, and drained. And it's not just the sugar. The saturated fats in milk chocolate can clog your arteries, slowing down blood circulation. When blood flow is restricted, your leg muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong. That feeling of heaviness, that aching fatigue in your legs, it's your body struggling to keep your muscles nourished and oxygenated. Then there are the additives, artificial sweeteners, preservatives, and emulsifiers. These chemicals can irritate your muscles, leading to inflammation and stiffness. Over time, this chronic inflammation can sap the strength from your legs, making every step feel heavier than it should. And let's not forget the weight gain. The extra calories from sugar and fat can add up quickly, putting more pressure on your legs. Every additional pound means more strain on your muscles and joints, increasing the risk of muscle fatigue and joint pain. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up chocolate entirely. There are healthier ways to indulge without compromising your leg strength. Opt for dark chocolate. Choose chocolate with at least 70% cocoa. It's lower in sugar and higher in antioxidants that support blood flow. Pair with nuts. Enjoy a piece of dark chocolate with a handful of almonds or walnuts. The protein and healthy fats will help stabilize blood sugar and prevent energy crashes. Make a cocoa smoothie. Blend unsweetened cocoa powder with almond milk, a frozen banana, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. You'll get the rich chocolatey flavor without the sugar overload. Go for homemade chocolate bites. Melt dark chocolate and dip in fresh berries or dried apricots for a sweet, nutrient-packed treat. Remember, it's not about giving up on life's little pleasures. It's about making smarter choices. Because every step you take should feel strong, steady, and full of vitality, not wobbly and weak from too much sugar and fat. And with the right choices, you can enjoy your chocolate and keep your legs feeling light and strong. Canned foods. It's dinner time, and you reach for a can of soup or beans. Quick, easy, and ready in minutes. But what if that convenient can of food is quietly draining the strength from your legs? Canned foods might seem like a simple solution, but they're often packed with salt, preservatives, chemicals that can take a serious toll on your muscles and joints. Let's break it down. First, let's talk about sodium. Most canned foods are loaded with salt to preserve flavor and extend shelf life. But too much sodium can cause your body to hold on to excess fluid. And where does that fluid go? To your legs, making them feel heavy, swollen, and achy. If you've ever felt that uncomfortable tightness in your legs after a salty meal, that's your body struggling to handle the sodium overload. But it's not just about fluid retention. Excess sodium can also raise blood pressure, which reduces blood flow to your leg muscles. When your muscles don't get enough oxygen and nutrients, they start to feel weak, tired, and less capable, supporting you throughout the day. Now let's consider the preservatives. Canned foods often contain additives like sodium benzoate and MSG chemicals that can trigger inflammation. This inflammation can settle in your muscles and joints, causing stiffness and soreness that makes every step feel more difficult. And then there's the nutrient factor. While fresh foods provide vital vitamins and minerals, canned foods often lose much of their nutritional value during the canning process. What's left is a meal high in salt and empty calories, but low in the protein and nutrients your muscles need to stay strong. Over time, this lack of proper nutrition can contribute to muscle loss and leg weakness. But perhaps the most concerning element is the can itself. Many cans are lined with BPA, a chemical that can leach into your food and disrupt your hormones. Hormonal imbalances can weaken muscles, increase inflammation, and make it harder to maintain steady, strong legs. So what can you do to protect your legs while still enjoying the convenience of canned foods? Here are some simple, effective swaps. Choose low-sodium options. Look for cans labeled low sodium or no salt added. This helps reduce fluid retention and keeps your legs from feeling heavy and swollen. Rinse before eating. Pour canned beans or vegetables into a colander and rinse them under running water. This simple step can wash away some of the excess salt and preservatives. Opt for BPA-free cans. Look for cans labeled BPA-free to reduce your exposure to harmful chemicals. Add fresh ingredients. Mix canned foods with fresh, nutrient-dense options like spinach, kale, or bell peppers. This boosts the vitamin and mineral content and supports muscle health. Cook with herbs and spices. Instead of relying on salty seasoning packets, flavor your meals with garlic, turmeric, or rosemary, all of which have anti-inflammatory properties. Remember, it's not about giving up convenience. It's about making smarter choices that nourish your body and keep your legs strong. Because every step you take should feel light, steady, and full of energy, not weighed down by salt chemicals and empty calories. And with just a few simple swaps, you can keep your legs moving freely for years to come. Processed snacks and cookies. It's mid-afternoon, and you're feeling a bit peckish. You reach for a bag of chips or a pack of cookies, quick, tasty, and oh so convenient. But what if that crunchy sweet snack is quietly weakening your legs? Processed snacks and cookies might taste good, but beneath the surface they're packed with ingredients that can take a serious toll on your leg muscles, especially as you get older. Let's take a closer look. First, there's the sugar. These snacks are loaded with refined sugars that quickly spike your blood sugar levels, giving you a short-lived burst of energy. But as soon as those levels crash, you're left feeling tired, shaky, and drained. And where do you feel that weakness the most? In your legs. Over time, these sugar spikes can also lead to insulin resistance, which means your muscles aren't getting the glucose they need to stay strong. Instead of feeling steady and energized, your legs might feel heavy, wobbly, and less capable of carrying you through the day. Then there's the salt. Processed snacks are notorious for their high sodium content. Too much salt causes your body to retain water, leading to swelling in the legs and ankles, that heavy bloated feeling. It's your body struggling to flush out the excess sodium. And the more fluid you retain, the more strain you put on your leg muscles and joints. But it doesn't end there. Many of these snacks contain trans fats and hydrogenated oils, the kinds of fats that clog your arteries and restrict blood flow. When circulation is poor, your muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong. Instead, they become weak, fatigued, and more prone to cramping and discomfort. And let's not forget the preservatives and artificial additives. Processed snacks are filled with chemicals designed to keep them fresh and shelf-stable. But those same chemicals can promote inflammation in your muscles and joints, making it harder to stay active and mobile. So what can you do to protect your legs while still enjoying a satisfying snack? Here are some simple, healthier swaps. Choose whole foods. Reach for a handful of nuts, a piece of fruit, or some whole grain crackers. These options provide real nutrients that fuel your muscles instead of draining them. Make homemade snacks. Bake your own oatmeal cookies using rolled oats, almond flour, and a touch of honey. They're sweet, satisfying, and packed with fiber and protein. Go for dark chocolate. If you're craving something sweet, opt for dark chocolate with at least 10% cocoa. It's lower in sugar and rich in antioxidants that support circulation. Stay hydrated. Drink a glass of water with your snack. It helps flush out excess sodium and keeps your muscles hydrated and ready to move. Add anti-inflammatory spices. Sprinkle a dash of cinnamon or turmeric over your snack. These spices can help reduce inflammation and support muscle recovery. Remember, it's not about giving up on snacks altogether. It's about choosing foods that nourish rather than weaken your body, because every step you take should feel light, steady, and full of strength, not weighed down by sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats. And with just a few simple swaps, you can enjoy every bite while keeping your legs strong and steady. Monosodium glutamate. You sit down to enjoy a bowl of steaming hot soup or a flavorful stir-fry. The taste is rich, savory, and deeply satisfying. But what if that delicious meal is hiding a silent saboteur that's quietly weakening your legs? Monosodium glutamate, or MSG, is a common flavor enhancer found in many processed foods, soups, and sauces. It's that secret ingredient that makes food taste richer and more intense. But for your legs, MSG can be a real problem, especially as you age. Let's start with how MSG affects your muscles. This additive can disrupt neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that help your muscles contract and relax. When these signals get mixed up, your leg muscles may feel stiff, tense, or even twitchy. You might notice cramps or a heavy, tired feeling that doesn't seem to go away. And it doesn't stop there. MSG can also trigger inflammation, particularly in your muscles and joints. This inflammation can lead to swelling discomfort and that achy feeling that makes every step feel like a chore. Over time, chronic inflammation can chip away at your muscle strength, making it harder to walk, stand, or climb stairs. But perhaps the most troubling effect of MSG is its impact on circulation. Some people are more sensitive to MSG than others, and for them, consuming it can lead to headaches, tingling, and a sensation of heaviness in the legs. That's because MSG can constrict blood vessels, reducing blood flow to your muscles. Without adequate blood circulation, your leg muscles don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need to stay strong and functional. And then there's the sodium factor. MSG contains sodium, and consuming too much can lead to fluid retention and increased blood pressure. That extra fluid can settle in your legs, causing them to feel puffy, swollen, and weighed down. But here's the good news. You don't have to sacrifice flavor to protect your legs. There are plenty of ways to enjoy tasty meals without relying on MSG. Here's how. Use natural flavor enhancers. Swap MSG for garlic, onion, or ginger. These ingredients add rich, savory flavors without the harmful effects. Opt for herbs and spices. Turmeric, paprika, and black pepper can provide depth and warmth to your dishes while reducing inflammation. Choose fresh ingredients. Fresh herbs like basil, rosemary, and thyme bring bold flavors without the added sodium or chemicals. Make your own broth. Instead of using MSG-laden soup bases, simmer chicken bones, vegetables, and herbs to create a nutrient-rich broth that supports muscle health. Stay hydrated. Drinking plenty of water can help flush out excess sodium and reduce that heavy, bloated feeling in your legs. Remember, it's not just about what you eat. It's about how you season your food. By choosing natural whole food ingredients and skipping the MSG, you can enjoy delicious, satisfying meals without putting unnecessary strain on your legs, because every step you take should feel strong, light, and full of life, not heavy and achy from hidden additives. And with a few simple swaps, you can protect your muscles, nourish your body, and still enjoy every flavorful bite. The 2 worst vitamins. You've always been told that vitamins are good for you, that they keep your body strong, your bones healthy, and your muscles working well. But what if I told you that 2 common vitamins, the ones you may be taking every day, could actually be weakening your legs? Yes, it's true. While most vitamins are beneficial, taking too much of certain vitamins can backfire, especially as you get older. Let's talk about the 2 biggest culprits: Vitamin A and Vitamin D. Vitamin A, the silent muscle drainer. Vitamin A is essential for your eyes, skin, and immune system. But when you take too much of it, especially in supplement form, it can have the opposite effect on your muscles. Excess vitamin A can build up in your liver and cause a condition called hypervitaminosis A. This can lead to muscle weakness, joint pain, and even bone loss, all of which make your legs feel heavy, achy, and less stable. You might notice that climbing stairs feels harder, or that getting up from a chair takes more effort. You may even experience unexplained muscle soreness or cramping that lingers longer than usual. That's because too much vitamin A can interfere with minerals like calcium and magnesium, the very nutrients your muscles need to contract and relax properly. And it's not just supplements. Foods like liver-fortified cereals and some dairy products can contain high amounts of vitamin A. Eating too much of these foods can push your vitamin A levels over the edge, leading to muscle fatigue and weakness. How to protect your legs. Stick to whole food sources like carrots, spinach, and sweet potatoes, which provide beta-carotene, a safer plant-based form of vitamin A. Avoid high-dose vitamin A supplements unless prescribed by your doctor. Pay attention to multivitamins, which often contain vitamin A. Vitamin D, the bone helper that can harm your legs. Vitamin D is known as the sunshine vitamin, crucial for bone health and immune support. But too much vitamin D can cause serious problems for your legs. When vitamin D levels get too high, it can lead to hypercalcemia, a condition where there's too much calcium in your blood. This excess calcium can settle in your muscles, causing stiffness cramps and a heavy dragging feeling in your legs. You might notice that your legs feel tense or that you're more prone to muscle spasms, especially after activity. That's because your muscles rely on balanced calcium levels to function properly. Too much calcium can disrupt that balance, leading to weakness and fatigue. And it doesn't end there. Excess vitamin D can also cause calcium deposits in soft tissues, including the muscles in your legs. This buildup can make your muscles feel tight, rigid, and less flexible, making it harder to move around comfortably. How to protect your legs. Check with your doctor before taking vitamin D supplements, especially if you're already getting it from fortified foods or spending time in the sun. Stay within the recommended daily intake, usually no more than shortcut for older adults, unless otherwise directed. If you're taking a calcium supplement, be cautious. The combination of high vitamin D and calcium can worsen hypercalcemia. A gentle reminder: vitamins are powerful, but more isn't always better. Your body needs just the right amount to function well. Too much of a good thing can quickly become a bad thing, especially when it comes to your leg strength and mobility. So before you reach for that supplement bottle, take a moment to reconsider. Is it helping or hurting? Are your legs feeling strong and steady, or heavy and weak? By making small adjustments like choosing whole food sources and consulting with your doctor, you can keep your legs feeling light, strong, and ready to carry you through every step of the day. Because every step you take is a gift. Let's keep those legs moving confidently forward. So there you have it. 2 vitamins that you always thought were good for you could actually be weakening your legs, making every step feel heavier and more exhausting. But the good news, with just a few small changes, you can protect your leg strength, keep your muscles energized, and stay steady on your feet. Remember, it's not about avoiding vitamins altogether. It's about finding the right balance. Stick to whole food sources. Consult with your doctor before taking supplements, and pay attention to how your body feels, because every step you take should feel strong, confident, and full of life. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on how to stay active, strong, and healthy as you age. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more ways to keep moving forward with strength and confidence. See you in the next video.